The world rewards noise, and introverts burn out because of it. The louder you are, the more visible you become. The faster you react, the more decisive you seem. And if you are an introvert, quiet, thoughtful, slow to respond, or maybe you respond too quickly just to get it over with, then regret it later, wishing you'd said something better. You're overlooked, you're exhausted, and do you even realize it? Here's why. It's not that loud is actually better. It's that loud is easier to measure. Speed gets rewarded because it looks like action. Visibility gets rewarded because it looks like confidence. Certainty gets rewarded because it looks like competence. But none of those things guarantee better decisions. They just guarantee attention. The modern world runs on a system that values quick answers over deep thinking. And that system isn't neutral. It favors a specific type of mind, one that processes externally, reacts quickly, and thrives on constant input. If that's not how your mind works, you're swimming upstream, and that takes a toll. Here's what that toll actually looks like. Introverts don't just prefer quiet. They process information differently. Research shows that introverted brains show different patterns during decision-making, particularly in areas that handle deep thinking and conflict monitoring. What that means: introverts absorb more, they process more internally, and they hit cognitive fatigue faster. When you're in an open office with constant interruptions, back-to-back meetings, and pressure to think out loud, your brain is working overtime just to filter the noise. Studies confirm what many introverts already know. Extroverts perform better in noisy, high-arousal environments, while introverts need quiet to focus effectively. This isn't overthinking. It's not weakness. It's how your operating system works. The problem is, most environments weren't designed for that operating system. They were designed for noise. And when you're constantly translating external chaos into internal clarity, that takes energy. Real, measurable, cognitive energy. So what do you do with that? Here's the shift. If the world rewards noise, peace has to be practiced deliberately. You're not going to stumble into clarity. The default setting of modern life is mental overload. Research on decision fatigue shows that making too many choices, even small ones, drains your mental resources. Every decision, from what to eat to how to respond in a meeting, uses up energy. And for introverts, who are already processing more internally, that drain happens faster. The world won't slow down for you. It won't get quieter. It won't ask fewer questions or demand fewer decisions. But you can design your day differently. Before I show you how, if you're someone who wants to feel more in control of your thoughts and choices, please like and subscribe. This channel breaks down the small decisions that actually shift how you navigate life. Not louder, just clearer. Okay, here's where that starts. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is shrinking decisions before they drain you. Here's what that looks like. Reduce variables. Instead of deciding what to cook every night, pick 3 meals you rotate. Instead of scrolling through streaming services, maintain a short list. Test instead of deciding. Faced with a big choice? Don't deliberate endlessly. Pick one option, test it for a week, and evaluate. Small experiments beat big overthinking. Batch similar decisions. If you're planning your week, block time for emails, calls, creative work. Don't scatter them throughout the day. Switching contexts burns energy introverts can't afford to waste. The goal isn't perfection, it's protection. You're protecting your mental bandwidth for what actually matters. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to force yourself into environments that drain you. You don't need to become someone you're not. You need systems that protect your quiet. Because the world rewards noise, But peace? That has to be chosen, practiced, protected. When you stop fighting how your mind works and start designing around it, everything changes. Not because you changed who you are, because you finally gave yourself permission to work the way you were built. If you want to practice this with structure, I made a free 3-day workbook. It walks you through noticing your energy, setting boundaries, and keeping small promises. Links in the description. So let me ask you this. Where does noise drain you the most? Work, social situations, or just daily life? I'd love to hear what resonates. And remember, you don't need motivation. You just need one small decision today. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.